Hi, I'm Hazel. It is almost Saturday, so it's time to sit down and catch up with another vlog. Today is the 15th of July, which means we are 4 days away from maybe patch time. I mean, definitely season end time. I'm putting a solid maybe patch time. We do have PTR release candidates on the PTR. They've disabled character copy. All are which are good signs which point to patch on Tuesday, but there is a chance that they're just going to end the season on Tuesday and push the patch a week later on the 26th. I doubt it. I think it's coming on Tuesday, but we'll see. In any case, it's very exciting. It's kind of like say goodbye to WoD week in terms of WoW. I mean, it's time to go through and really finish off any Brawlers Guild stuff that you've got going on. It's time to pay for that challenge mode carry that you've been putting off, although not for me because I have enough gold to buy a challenge mode carry. It wouldn't take very much time, and I would be able to get rewards, which are no longer going to be available in the future. But I don't know. I don't really want it. It's just a Yeti mount, which looks like my Grumpus, which I already have. It's weapon transmog, which I'm not going to use until at least after Legion. Do you want to come up here, kitty? Come here. She looks like she wants to come up. There you go. Hey. Okay. So weapon transmog, and then what else? Like a title? I don't even think there is a title. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm probably going to skip challenge modes. But if you're somebody that wants to buy them, I would do it now. And then what else is running out of time? Anybody that wants to do the Celestial Tournament before the changes, hopefully you only need one more week for whatever you're getting because that's all you got. And yeah, lots of stuff to say goodbye to. I've just been kind of casually doing my Garrison cash money flow thing, just because it doesn't suck so much to roll through 11 characters and do that when I know that I won't have to do it anymore after Tuesday. It'll be over. You know what I'm gonna do actually? So I'm kind of like stockpiling a list of things that I want to do after the patch. One of them is going to be obviously opening some salvage crates. I'm not going to open all of them. I've given up on the idea of a marathon salvage crate opening just because that's not going to happen. But I do want to do some MOG runs. I do want to take my alts that used to be just posted at Garrison's Making Gold and then move them to an instance. Like I used to back in Kata, I used to have all my characters parked outside of like a raid or a dungeon, and then every day or week or whatever the reset was, I would log on to all of them and then run the instance and then come out and then I'd be done. To farm for mounts mostly, but I haven't been doing that in WoD because I've needed them all to be on in their garrisons making gold, so I'm excited to move them all back out. I think I'm going to do a Nixia's Lair because I want that Nixian Drake. It's a good looking Drake. Nixia's Lair first, and there's lots of other raids that I don't have yet, so I'm going to do that. And I'm really looking forward to, and this is kind of weird because it's not fun at all, but I'm really looking forward to like sitting down with a nice cup of tea or iced tea, depending on how hot it is, and just going through bags and banks and bags and banks and bags and banks and just getting rid of everything that just doesn't need to be there. I mean, all the transmog that I've got stored up in the void storages and the banks and the bags can all that can go. All of the WoD Garrison stuff, the extra Ogre Hand Buddy mission, whatever the hell those things are called, all of my WoD crafting mats, I'm probably just going to vendor it all. I have like 10,000 extra pieces of ore, and I could not be bothered to sell it, so I'm probably just going to vendor it all. I have so much stuff that I can get rid of, and it's going to be so nice, and I think after I've gotten rid of everything, I think Hexweave bags are pretty cheap, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and max all of my characters out with those Hexweave bags. Just because they're not too expensive right now, and I mean, what else am I gonna do with all my gold? And then just like know that I have all of those characters with all of that bag space. It's gonna be so nice. So yeah, high hopes for patch on Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's Tuesday, but I'm fine if it's not Tuesday because I found other things to do, and by other things to do, I mean I am super addicted to Pokemon Go. Oh my goodness, I never thought I could get this addicted to a game that needs me to go outside. I figured that as soon as it started involving physical exertion, that would be where I draw the game addiction line, but apparently not. I've been going out at least twice a day, like once in the morning. I've always went out for a walk or a run with my dog in the morning, but now we go for a poke walk / run in the morning with my dog. So I go out for that in the morning, and then I usually do another one in the afternoon, like once I finish work. And then my husband gets home, and then he wants to go out again, so we go out for a third one. And then on weekends, we'll go out like all day. So it's been so much fun. The app, I will say, the app and the servers, it's all buggy as hell. It's super unstable and kind of frustrating to deal with, but I'm like so into it that I don't even care. And I'd like to say it's only going to get better from here. As they roll it out to more countries, there's still going to be periods of instability, but for the most part, it is getting better. I've been able to play more or less reasonably well since ever since that first weekend, so It's been doing good. I am up to level 18 or so, 18 and a half. I have caught almost 500 Pokemon. The app has logged me as walking over 60 kilometers, which is fairly impressive because the app doesn't log distance very well. It won't log it whenever it's loading. And it doesn't log it very well if you're going back and forth over the same period. So I think I may have gone more than that, but at least 60 kilometers in the last week extra. And then, yeah, I'm having a great time. I have some pretty good Pokemon that I just like Eevee evolutions, and then I hatched a big Snorlax. And then I spent a little bit of dust on him, so he's 1593 now. But, yeah, it's been great. I can't wait to play more. I want to catch them all. And it's a really nice thing to keep me busy until the patch comes out, especially because the weather's really nice around here. So I've been like sunscreening up. You'd think I'd be a little bit tan by now. I thought I was, but looking at myself on camera, I do not look so tan. But I've been slathering myself in sunscreen before I go outside because the sun is no joke. And I like ordered a hat so that I can wear a hat next time I go out. And we got like a battery backup, and oh my gosh, it's just great. My dog's really happy. He will take any and every walk that he can get. So going from 1 or 2 walks a day to like 7 is all okay in his book. So yeah, Pokemon Go's great. Somebody has asked me, and this is kind of part of the questions, but I'll throw it up here. If I can make some Pokemon Go videos. I will definitely be discussing Pokemon Go, mostly in the vlogs, or I might make a Pokemon Go discussion video if there's like something I really need to talk about, but I'm not going to make videos of me playing Pokemon Go, just because A, I don't have a good way to do that hardware-wise. You need a couple of phones, because you got to be playing on one, you got to be filming, it's just a mess. And then secondly, I don't really want to accidentally dox my exact location where I live. I mean, it's pretty common knowledge that I'm kind of somewhere near Portland. I live in Oregon, but any more specific than that, and I don't really want to throw that on YouTube. And I know there's ways to do it without, like, I could just do it downtown where it's pretty obvious, like, that it's just Portland. But I'm probably not going to bother. So I will not be making Pokemon Go videos, but I might do discussion stuff if anything comes up to discuss. And I will probably be talking about it on vlogs for as long as I'm playing, which is probably going to be a while. What's up, kitty? If I scoot back, how much of the kitty can you see? Kitty. Kitty. Okay. What else? Overwatch is getting a new hero. Ana Amari, who is Farah's mom, has been announced for Overwatch. She's on the PTR right now, which anybody can download. Anybody can download the PTR and go try her out. She is a support. She's a ranged sniper healer, which is super cool. You have a ranged gun. Obviously a ranged gun. It's not like a melee gun. You have a ranged gun, and you can snipe people with it. You can snipe friendlies or enemies with the same fire. It'll heal friends and hurt enemies, which is, incidentally, that's what I thought Lucio's gun did when I first picked up Overwatch. I was like, man, this guy is labeled as support. His gun fires green globes. Those must heal people. So I was like firing at my friends forever. But anyways. Yeah, she's got all sorts of cool stuff. Her Q is like a big buff to a friendly character. She's got a sleep dart. There was one other thing. I don't remember. She sounds super cool. And I really like that she's like this badass old lady. I'm very excited to have badass old ladies in games and just like movies in general, just because you know, sometimes it's scary to think about growing up to be an older woman when they're not necessarily taken super seriously generally, like in society. So I really like having role models of old ladies that are kicking ass, because it's just really cool to have like lots and lots of representation for everybody to look up to. It's nice having role models, although I don't know if Overwatch characters should really be considered role models, but that's a different topic. And then D.Va, there's a bunch of other changes happening on the PTR. I haven't really looked through most of them, but I do know that D.Va is getting some changes that make me really excited to play her. Her shield is turning into a kind of a, instead of like a cooldown, I think it's an on use that has a meter that depletes and then you have to wait for it to recharge. Kind of like Reinhardt's shield, but not damage based. I think it's time based. But I think she's going to be a lot more useful. I feel like they changed her damage as well. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, but I can't wait to play her. And I think I'm going to put a lot more time into D.Va, because I really need, in Overwatch, I really need a character that I'm good at that is not support. Because I play a good Mercy, relatively speaking. I play a pretty good Mercy. I play an okay Lucio. And I'm pretty garbo at everything else. I'm just not good at any damage characters, or tank characters, really. Like, I try, but it's not pretty. So I really want a tank character, ideally, because you always need tanks that I'm good at. And I think that post-patch D.Va is not only going to be a more effective tank in Overwatch because of the changes they're making to her, but I hope that I'm going to be able to put in some time and get good enough on her so that when somebody else insta-locks support and I don't feel like running double support, or if there's already 2 of them, then there's something I can play without being just like this giant lead anchor dragging my team down. What else? For videos this week, I am still working on Legion pet guides. There are a shocking amount of Legion pet battles. Like I've mentioned, there's over 30 different encounters in the world quest, so I'm just working on them. And after I have done those, on the list, like I said, archaeology, possibly a first aid video. A lot of people, I guess I'll get to that in the questions, but yeah. I have a big list of things I'm working on. Mostly, for the most part, we're going to be seeing still Legion pet guides for the time being, just because I really want to have those all ready to go when Legion comes out, so that as soon as things comes up, people don't have to like wait for the videos to come out. So that's what's going to be going on there. While I've been on the beta doing the pet dailies, I've been doing a couple other world quests as well, and I have to say, the world quest model of daily questing feels like the best version of it that they've done so far. They've gone through a couple of different styles of daily questing. Some where you just like pick up a bunch of quests and then you go and you do them and then you get stuff, or some of them that you do it towards a rep, or some of them that you do it towards unlocking more daily quests, or some of it that progresses zone like in the Molten Front. And then in WoD, we had these daily quests that weren't really daily quests, but were kind of daily quests that progress the meter in an area. And they've tried so many different ways of making daily questing more engaging than just pick up a bunch of blue question marks and go do them. And I was excited about the WoD version when they first announced it. I thought it sounded cool that you have all this choice as to the things you can do to complete your quest. And that turned out to be like the worst thing, not the worst thing ever, but probably the worst, my least favorite way of questing is those dumb bar things. I'd rather just go collect some bear buds, you know? But having said all of that, world quests, they feel really good. You don't really overload on them in this, like, even like, for example, pet battle dailies. In MoP, if you wanted to do all of your pet battle dailies, especially if it was a couple patches had gone by, you would be going through the zones to do like what, 7 tamers, maybe more than that, and then you would be doing the four Pandaren spirits, and then I think it was every week that you would do the Beast of Fable. It was a lot of stuff to do, and it was the same stuff every day. Whereas in Legion, there is a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot more stuff to do than there was in MoP. But for pet battles, there's only 3 of them available on a given day, so you go and you do your 3, and then you're done. And those 3 count towards your emissary objectives. So you've already gotten a start on the rest of your world quests, and getting that cool stuff, those emissary objectives for doing some daily quests, and having the choice of which ones and where you want to go to do them, and then having a couple of other things out there to do if you just want to do everything, you can do that. Like, it's very flexible as to how much you want to do every day, and you don't feel like you're missing out if you don't feel like doing it every day. Like, if there's a day and you can't log on or you just don't feel like it, you can leave it, and some of them, they'll still be there tomorrow. Like, you can stack up a couple of days worth of world quests by not doing them for, I think it's 3 days that a lot of them will last. So there's like a huge variety of different stuff to do, so you're not doing the same stuff all the time. You don't have to do that much on every day, but you could do a lot, but if you don't, you're not like losing out. And it's just, they feel really good. So I'm really excited about World Quests. I have high hopes for that as a content delivery system in Legion, and it's making me excited for Legion to come out. We're not that far away. We're less than 2 months now. So it is time for some questions. BJ Bram says, so many of my friends have decided not to come back for Legion, including both of my brothers. Have you heard about people not coming back? So I wouldn't be surprised if quite a few people aren't coming back. WoD burned people pretty bad. And a lot of people, you know, they did their HFC thing, they did the Hellfire Citadel, and then they were just kind of done for a bit, and maybe they don't want to come back. But I will say that I don't know any of those people. Everybody that I know, the only one that's not coming back for sure is because he doesn't have internet because he moved somewhere that doesn't have it or has very spotty internet. But even then, I still saw him online, so maybe he'll come back. So yeah, all of my people are pretty for sure coming back. But that may change depending on who your group of friends is and like how casual they are and like what their playstyle is. A lot of hardcore PvP people are just done. And I don't super know a lot of those people these days. I know a couple of people, PvP people, but not super many people that are like that do nothing but PvP, I should say. So all of my friends are coming back, but that may not hold true for everybody. Stupid Coyote says, do you have a list of must-have battle pets? So this comes up a lot. People ask me this probably a couple of times a day, which means that I really should put one together. And I do want to do that. I'm kind of torn between doing that and finishing the Legion pet guides, but I know it's important. Like, it'd be really good to have a video out of must-have pets, of people that are getting into pets now know what to collect before Legion. So I'm thinking of doing a couple of different ones. I'm thinking of doing like a top 10 starter list of pets for somebody that just has like 1 or 2 25s they don't know what to get. A top 10 like best list for people that have like started their collection, but they want to get the stuff that's really going to make things super easy. And then maybe a top 10 prep for Legion list that has the stuff I'm using most in my Legion videos. So I do want to do some of those. I can't give you a date. I hope it. I'm gonna get one out before Legion for sure, because eventually I'm gonna run out of these pet videos to make. So yeah, I'm gonna make some lists like that, but I don't have any right now, and I am sorry that I can't get one out like imminently, because it is a really good idea. Amanda wants to know, just wondering if you're focusing more on YouTube from now on, kind of in relation to streaming. So the answer is yeah. I am definitely putting right now 100% of my online work time into YouTube over streaming. And I don't have any immediate plans to change that. It's been really nice, just because YouTube is great because I don't have to get dressed. I can wear nothing. I can wear everything. I don't have to turn on the camera. And yeah, you can stream without a camera, but it's like, I don't know. Honestly, I prefer making videos to live streaming. I do like live streaming, and it's a great way to chat with you guys and catch up every now and then. But I don't think I'm going to return to regular live streams just because it sucked a lot out of me, and I don't think I got a whole lot out of it for all the time that I put into it. So yeah, I'm definitely focusing on YouTube from now on. And then Queer2T wanted to ask if I'm still planning to stream some PvP in Legion. So this kind of ties into the last one. I do think I will stream in Legion, and I'm going to stream some PvP, but like I said, it's not going to be a regularly scheduled thing, and it's probably not going to be very often, so I wouldn't hold your breath. I'm not going to say never, but I wouldn't hold your breath is basically where I'm at with that. I do want to make, though, some PvP videos in Legion. Once I get to a point where I'm comfortable with how I'm playing, I want to do UI videos, guide videos, tips videos, just arena videos, comp v comp guides, stuff like that. For beginners to mid-level players. I'm not going to be schooling any rank 1s because I'm not that good. But, yeah, PvP videos are coming. PvP streams, not so much. And that has been my week. If you guys have any questions you would like answered on a vlog, just leave them as a comment on the most recent vlog. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Bye. My cat's the chillest cat in the whole world.